Welcome back to Broken Not Broken, and today I'm harvesting some black gold for my gardens. And for those of you who don't know what black gold is, that is compost and chicken manure. Now, I do a deep mulch inside my chicken coop, and I only clean my chicken coop about 4 times a year because of the deep mulch method, and everything breaks down. Now I'm going to give you a shot at the wheelbarrow right now to show you what I mean. This has no scent to it, doesn't smell like chicken, it smells loamy, smells healthy, and it's the best thing I can do for my gardens right now in the fall is put this in. Now there is a little bit of cut straw in here, but that doesn't matter in the scheme of things. This has no chicken smell whatsoever, and all I did was scrape the top layer of the coop, and I'll show you that. So I scraped off the top layer, and I'm trying to zoom in on the girls. They're working on their little piece of heaven compost that's sitting there, and I will continue to scrape that back until it gets to that back corner for them, and I will work down to the patio slabs. And there are patio slabs in here to protect them from predators, and it just makes it easier for me to clean up, so I'm not digging up my actual soil that's underneath this. Now a lot of you guys are going to say, Shannon, why are you putting hot compost on your beds in the fall? Well, here's the thing. I have never had burn off. I've never had a problem with it. I dig it down. I let nature take its course in the soil. So my soil is active, full of vitamins and minerals my plants need in the spring. And I have really no effort in this. I'm not having to add amendments right now other than what is provided for me by my live composters and my chickens. So it's a win-win for me. Less work other than shoveling it into the garden and letting it sit. Here at Broke Not Broken, we have a completely closed system when it comes to composting. So I have above ground black composters that I use throughout the summer season, throwing in cutoffs and whatever. And every time I change out the chicken coop and chicken run, I take those composters and I literally dump them in there for the chickens to peck through and enjoy. And once they've gotten through it, I take it and I put it directly on my beds. So I actually compost these things twice before it even hits my gardens themselves. Now this is a partially composted bin that I just took the top off, and I'm going to be putting this in with the girls, and they're currently on one bin right now, and I'm going to take the second bin in there, and this is what the run looks like once I put the compost back in with the girls. So I've taken out the manure and the broken down stuff. That big pile across there is all the top of the compost that they were working on, straw, some grass, sticks, stuff like that they were playing with and chewing on beforehand. There are some tomatoes in here, and normally I don't give them nightshade plants, but it's okay if they have it every once in a while as a treat. And as the leaves come off, I'll give them as well, because they do have little bugs and stuff on them. This is why I never have mass amounts of compost kicking around my house, because once it comes from here, it goes directly onto the beds. Now I'm just showing you what I've done thus far. The chicken manure and compost combination is on this bed. I like to tarp it off this time of year just to save me more weeding. You can see some grass popping up. I'll get in there and weed that out, then put the remainder of tarps on. Now I use the tarps as a preventative measure. It doesn't stop all of the weeds from coming back from rogue seeds, but it does stop and prevent a lot of them, so that in the spring it's a heck of a lot easier for me to get things done faster. Now this video was surely to answer a question that a viewer and somebody who visited my homestead had about closed ecosystems and how I don't have mass amounts of compost and what I'm using for amendments in the soil, etc. My entire environment here at Broke Not Broken was designed in a way that used the land to its max potential. Now that being said, every plant, every animal, everything that I put in my soil, from diatomaceous earth, etc., has its purpose here, and I will continue to shoot more and more video about how I do this for you guys. Please like and subscribe, and thank you again for watching.